Hello guys and welcome back to a new video. Today we are driving the brand new Renault 4. This is another electric car, super compact SUV, great for driving in the city and also on the highway. It's a great configuration. From my point of view, it's built on the same platform as Renault 5, but it has more space, it sits a little bit higher ground clearance, more space in the trunk, more space for the passenger, and is the first Renault ever that comes with one pedal drive. Also, it has a pretty good price and a very interesting design based on the old Renault 4 that was built for the first time in 1961. And more about that, more about car, definitely I will talk in a separate video, in a full review video, so definitely check out the full review to find out more information about this car, interior, exterior, material quality, technical data, prices, all that stuff will be in a separate full review video. In this video we will focus on driving. I have with me the iconic version. This is the most expensive version, the price at around 35,000 euro. It's kind of the top of the range price, which is pretty good for what this car offers. And let's don't forget that you can see on the top of the range version we have, and the car installed the biggest headlamp on a production car ever, and I talk about that in a separate video in the nighttime. Not only that they look super cool in the nighttime, but also they are super useful. The headlamps are full LED, high beam, low beam, and so on, and they are pretty practical. Anyway, we will drive the car. Here are the rims. Those are for the iconic top of the range version, and they are 18-inch rims, ventilated brake disc on the front and ventilated brake disc, and normal brake disc on the rear, so no drum brakes, by the way. Now this is the key, as you already know on Renault, lock and unlock automatically. It comes with keyless entrance, electric folding mirrors, and this is the interior of the iconic. It has a combination of ecological leather plus textile material around here, 2 digital screens, normal pedals, by the way. Even the carpets have a 4 on them, so you know this is a Renault 4. I will leave the key here. I love the fact that this area here it's with rubber, wireless charging, USB-C. Here is electronic handbrake, auto hold, plenty of storage space for the drinks, armrest. It's great. And of course, here is the start-stop button, by the way. Press the brake and now the system is on. The cool part is that we have physical buttons still for the climatic system. Ergonomy in the car, it's perfect because you can switch between different settings of the climatic system very easy here, super quick. Also you have the vents, manual, you can choose the position, perfectly placed, and also physical button here for different function. Here you can set up different safety features and you can deactivate and activate, depend how you want. For example, you can deactivate the speed limit warning. You can see right now it's deactivated, but you can activate it the way you want it. Or you can also customize different safety settings. If you go to the vehicle here, and then after you customize different driving assistance settings, you can see right here on personal, you can put it on personal, and then yeah, this is cool because you can switch between them super easy without you needed to go here into the menu and do all that stuff manually. Good. Otherwise, lovely interior. I love the layout. The screens are perfectly place for your peripheral view, so you see perfectly. You see the road ahead, and then you go a little bit lower and you see the screens, which is great. And also this multimedia system, it's a little bit tilted to the driver, so it's exactly in the perfect position. I really love the way they place, and it's pretty big, so you have a big screen here with plenty of information, some ambient light here, which I will talk in a separate video in the nighttime. Definitely check out that video. The seats are pretty wide and big, and you have also Isofix in the front, 2 Isofix on the back, and they are really big and comfortable. I'm really impressed. Even a very big tall person can sit here very well, which is great for me. At least at 173 centimeters I feel super comfortable in the car. You can adjust the seats manually from down here, but also you can adjust the lumbar position electrically. You have a button here, so you can adjust this middle part, which is great. Visibility around the car, it's great. You can adjust electric from here. You can adjust the mirrors electrically, very simple. Let me adjust it right now. And also the other one, the same story, adjust it super easy. And even here in the middle you have a pretty good visibility around the car, blind spot in the corners, yeah, it's quite fine. I can say it's the best visibility because also the A pillars are a little bit bigger. They have also a speaker, Harman Kardon speaker. It's optional on the car, but it's pretty fine. And the steering wheel, as you probably know, on the last Renault, with flat up and down, great grip. Love the grip. Love the fact that we have different driving modes. From here you can switch between Eco, Comfort, Sport, Snow, All-Terrain, and Eco again, so you can switch it also here on the screen. Every time you switch the driving modes, you can see it switching also the colors, which is great, and also the ambient color. And it's great that you have so many driving modes. Plus you can go to configure and you can configure them separately, like the steering wheel effort and the vehicle dynamic, sport, and normal. So you can make the steering wheel a little bit stiffer, depend how you want it. Also you have a nice electric graphic that shows you what happened with energy in real time, what when the electric motor use energy, when the electric motor recuperate energy back into the battery, and how much percentage you have on the battery. We have 90% battery, 338 kilometers left. And as I said, for the first time on Renault ever, we have those pedals behind the steering wheel, and from here you can switch to one pedal drive. How you do that? You just press this one and then it goes to one pedal. Let me check one more time. Come on, I think I have to be in drive. I have to be in drive, and now it should work. Okay, now one pedal activated. For the first time, first Renault with one pedal. I love that, and I love the fact that we have so many levels of recuperation. I will show you as we drive. So wait a second. The car doesn't have a park button, so there's no button here. You have to pull the handbrake or put it in neutral, and also pull the handbrake. Anyway, it comes with auto hold, which is great. The car will hold, and I will show you that as we start driving. Otherwise, physical button around here, the autopilot cruise control, you can move it around from here. You can set it up. We will test it on the highway today. And on the screen you have a lot of information on the lower end, and you have plenty of infos around here as Renault uses with let me go to home. We still have, the car still come with this Google Map, Google built-in integration. It's one of the best multimedia system on the market these days. It works super clean, super fast. It doesn't freeze at all. It's moving extremely quick, and the good part is that, yeah, let me delete this. The good part is that it shows you in real time the traffic, the same as you have the Google on your phone. Traffic, accidents, road closure, all that stuff, you see it here on the screen. It's just gorgeous. We can check for the charging stations around us, and you can set the fast charging station, pay with card, and so on, and you can see all the charging station around you. Once you find one, you press start, and it's just boom, it's loading like that, super quick. And you can see also on the map in the front, because we have this screen. It's just lovely. You have everything here. Also you have the consumption here on the right side, and you can switch between the consumption, and you can see the range and different other information. We will talk about all this. I don't want to lose time in a full review. Definitely check out the full review. Otherwise, I'm not going to go into many details because it makes no sense. So we will drive like that. We will drive first in Eco. We will try all those driving modes. But before we start, I want to give you some technical data about the car. So first of all, important, the version that I have with me is the Iconic version. It comes in 3 different versions: Evolution, Techno, and Iconic. The entry-level version, the most affordable, is 29,400 euro, and it goes to Iconic up to 35,250 euro. But keep in mind, it offers 2 different types of battery and powertrain. 40 kilowatt hour battery with 122 horsepower that start at 29,400, and this version with Iconic with 150 horsepower, 52 kilowatt hour battery that cost you around 35,350 euro, but start at around 31,200 euro for Evolution version. Also some extra packages which we will talk in the review video. It comes standard with heat pump. Also it's 22 centimeters longer than the Renault 5, but it's based on the same platform. It's a front wheel drive only. And the power of the car, as I said, 150 horsepower, 245 Newton meters. The car that we drive today, 52 kilowatt hour battery, NMC. Also the range estimated with a full battery 409 kilometer, and the charging speed around 100 in DC, 11 in AC, 0 to 100 8.2 seconds, top speed of the car 150 km/h, consumption 15.1 kWh. We will test in this video, and the weight around 1537 kilograms. It's pretty good ratio, and the ground clearance 18.1 centimeters, turning circle 10.8 meter. MacPherson independent suspension on the front and Multilink suspension on the rear. And let's driving. Press the brake, go in drive, and right now we can drive. From here you switch between different recuperation mode. So let me show you one pedal drive for the first time on a Renault. So you start driving, you release the acceleration pedal, and the car it's going to a stop and engage auto hold. It's just gorgeous, and it's very powerful. I love the fact that it's very powerful. Look at this. So you accelerate and you don't even need to use the brake pedal. This is something that every single electric car should have as an option. Then if you switch from here to no or low recuperation, you accelerate, you release, and look at this. The car is just rolling now. You see that? It's just rolling. It's kind of never stopped. You see? It's just roll and roll and roll until the car is stopped. But you can choose level 2 of recuperation, which is a little bit stronger. You see that? Level 3, and then one pedal drive. We will drive with one pedal. It's so good. I'm loving the fact that Renault offer all those type of recuperation. Is just perfect. They are right here at your fingertip. It's just extremely good. I think all the cars should have something like this, something similar, all the electric cars, because you see now I'm not even using the brake. You just use one pedal. The brake pedal will be like new in a few years, and the brake pads as well. Of course, you don't have to change the brake discs, the brake pads, and so on. I forget to reset the consumption. I reset it now. You see there it was 19.5. We go to 0, and then the climatic system on level 1, like always low. Man, I love the fact that we have those climatic system buttons. Everything is so easy to reach and change. I love that. It's so easy, it's so convenient. By the way, the car doesn't have double glass, it's single glass, but the sound insulation from my tests and my experience until now with the car, it's very good. I mean, at low speeds, at least in the city, it's quite fine. From what I understand, it has acoustic glass on the front, so that helps anyway at high speeds. And by the way, all the versions come with heat pump as standard. Now from here you can switch different modes. For example, autopilot, you can switch between cruise control, simple. You can switch between speed limit, or you can turn it off. But we will choose to have active assistant select, like autopilot, and then I will show you exactly right now when we go out on the highway. But man, I'm so surprised. This one pedal drive, it's so powerful. Look at this. Wow, it's really powerful. It's probably one of the most powerful regeneration on a car that I test, and I like it so much. I think it's so useful. Look at this. It's so, you can anticipate the traffic so well, and you can play with the pedal exactly like on Tesla. It's very similar. Plus the car, it's quite quick. If you need the power, it's pretty quick. It's very nimble and agile. I love that. The steering, it's assisted and nice on eco mode. It's so easy to drive. It's so pleasant, and it feels light. It's basically light for an electric car, 1500 kilograms. And now from here we can set, look at this, I'm just setting now, and you can switch also the graphic in the front, so we can see what's going on around us. We can switch to 80 km/h, maybe 85, then it comes 100. I will have my hands here for safety, but now the car is driving itself. I'm a little bit scared of this truck, so I have my hands here, release my hands, and the car is doing the job automatically. It has also speed limit warning, which I tell you, you can deactivate it from here just by pressing this button, or just hold it and then it's deactivate all this speed limit. Now we can go to 100. Here it's 100. It's very simple from here, and the car is accelerating and it's still keeping between the lanes in a very good way. And I noticed that Renault in the last years really improve this lane keeping assist, and I noticed that it's doing a phenomenal job. So yeah, great job. So I think I didn't set the right setting on the safety features with the speed limit warning. But anyway, doesn't matter. Look at this, it works so good. It stays really, really good. Now it's braking automatically because it fills the car in front, and from this button you can choose the distance. If you want to stay closer to the car in front, you just switch from here. You can see the car, this Mercedes come in my front. I have my, you see it's braking itself. It sees the car, it feels the car, and it doesn't brake too suddenly. It's brake just smooth and nice. Wow, good job. So I'm really impressed with how good this autopilot and adaptive cruise control from Renault it is. I really feel like they are between the best now. It's doing great, wow. And it's still doing great. And right now we are driving 100 and I don't hear, to be honest, too much noise from outside. The insulation is pretty good. You can see also the graphic here with what happened with energy in real time right now when the car is using the energy. And it still drive itself. Look at this. It's still keeping the speed and the distance between you and the car in front, and it stays exactly between the lanes, perfectly between the lanes. Lovely. The blind spot light monitoring in the corner. Look at this. Great job. Great job. It's really doing great. Now if you want to take control, just press the brake or press this 0 here, and now we can take control. We can switch again the graphic if we want to have a different graphics with the map or with the energy. So we can go now to see the map. We can see permanently the consumption there on the right side, which is great. And of course we will switch the driving mode, and the good part is that we can switch it from down here. So we can go in sport mode right now, and immediately you feel the acceleration. It's much more responsive, much more, the feedback is much better, and also the steering seems to become a little bit harsher. Not too much, but a little bit harsher. The fact that you have a pretty heavy battery that sits low, that gives to the car a pretty low center of gravity and good stability on the high speed, on the curves, and you can definitely feel that. The car have a very good stability, even at higher speeds, and also in the corners. Again, I don't use the brake here. Man, it feels so light. It's front wheel drive, by the way, but it feels quite fine, quite agile, quite nice going around the corners. Oh, I like it. And then you can play with those pedals if you want to deactivate the one pedal. Just the car, it's rolling right now. I deactivate it, and then I want a recuperation. I can do it from the pedals, more, less. I can play from here. It's so cool. It's really cool. Again, now you need to go a little bit harder. It's a front wheel drive, so sometimes you feel if you press it super hard, because it's super quick, it tends to slip a little bit or to lose the grip, but then it's gripping again in a nice way. But it's also fun. You can also have some fun with the car. Definitely it's fun to drive, and it's very agile, and not only in the city but also, look at this, also on the highway, on the twisty roads. Wow, I like it. I don't know, I enjoy driving it, man. I really like it. And again, here, just with one pedal, it's like a computer game. It's so easy to drive. I think so many people will love this car, and I think in special women, because they can drive it easy. They can take the kids from school to school. Look at this. Wow, man. And also try some acceleration. This is how the car accelerates, just in case you want to see. On the upper side, So easy, so fun to drive. Love it. Man, I you know what, guys, I don't know if you saw my videos with Renault 5. I'm a big fan of Renault 5. I love that small car. I said in my videos that if I have a lot of money, that car will be in my garage as a second car. I definitely love it. And because this one, you know, that Renault 5, it's fantastic for the city, but not so good for long trips. But this one become also better for long trips because it has a bigger wheelbase, the difference between the wheels, so it sits better on the highway at high speed. So you can see right here, it's doing lovely. The sound insulation is surprisingly good. I didn't expect to be that good. If we take into consideration the shape of the car, I was expect to hear a little bit more noise inside the cabin, more air noise, more tire noise or something like that, but it's, man, it's super decent. It's super decent. I definitely like it. Now it's 100, we get a little bit slower, and then we go outside the highway, we drive a little bit in the city again. And the good part is that you change the driving modes from here. You don't have to take your eyes from the road, you just keep your eyes on the road, switch the driving modes. You can see also when the car is recuperating the energy, when it's rolling, you can see everything there. And of course, at high speed on the highway, I recommend you to deactivate one pedal drive and leave it on roll. Just roll, you know, it's not 100% rolling, it's still recuperating a little bit when you're going to zero recuperation, but it's still better because you're not going to lose too much energy to that friction. So that's very important. And then of course you go back in the city, you can activate again one pedal, and it's so convenient, so easy. In other cars you have to go into the menu, you have to search for one pedal, where is the one pedal, where you go in, and so on. But here it's like poof, 2 clicks and then one pedal is activated, and then just with one pedal you recuperate here the energy. You see that it goes back into the battery. Super simple, it's so easy to drive. And now again the steering, it's assisted, it's light, it's easy, super light. Turning circle is great, and yeah, it's gorgeous. Go back to home. Everything is placed so well, man. I think Renault in the last years, they grow so much. They do such a good cars for such a good price. I think you have this technology with this multimedia system, which is probably one of the best on the market. It uses Google built-in, so you have the maps, the Google map like you have on your phone in real time with connection to the internet, with traffic and all that stuff. You can install apps here, even Waze and YouTube and all that stuff, and it's really good. Now, yeah, it's crazy good. I'm such a big of Renault. You know, if I will sell one day my Tesla and I have to be on budget, Renault will be definitely on my list. Probably I will buy a Renault, but electric, of course. Now, guys, I want to talk a little bit about the suspensions. It has MacPherson independent on the front and Multilink independent on the rear, which is great. So that says a lot about the quality that they put in this car. Man, it's running so smooth, so silent, so pleasant. This car definitely need more advertising because it's better than I was expected. I'm a big fan of Renault 5. I love it so much, but now that I drive this Renault 4, I feel like I have another favorite in this. Not that I don't like the 5, it's fantastic car for the city. I would love to have it on the city, but if I drive also a little bit outside the city, a little bit more, I will go for this Renault 4. The range 409 kilometer VLTP, I think it's fine. You can do 300 kilometer, I think, without any problem if you drive in the speed limit. Over the speed bumps is doing fine. You know, the suspension, it's set up somewhere in the middle. It's not so stiff, it's not so comfortable. It's exactly how it's supposed to be. So I would say from this point of view, it's fine. and they have to somehow set it up to be good also at high speed on curves, but also in the city. It's not a sporty car, so guys, don't expect that this one to be a sporty car, because it's not, but it's a phenomenal daily driver. It's a phenomenal car. If you have some kids, you have to take it from the school, from the kindergarten, you have to go to work and do a lot of trips, school to work, or you have to do your work trip from, for example, in many countries, many city people stay around 30 kilometers from the big cities, and you have to go in the city and then you go back home. I think it's a fantastic car for all type of driving, even for going in holiday, because you have plenty of space in the trunk, and I will show you that in a review video, in a separate video. So I recommend you to check out that video. And it's quick, look at it. It's doing lovely here. So you remember the VLTP consumption estimation from the car official? It's 15.1 kilowatt hour, and we have 14.9, which is incredible. It's even less. It's very efficient. Wow, I'm impressed. Now it's 15. It's so efficient, man. I can't believe that. I didn't expect to be so efficient. So for that reason, I will drive a little bit more, so we can make this trip a little bit more realistic. But I didn't drive eco. You saw that. I drive on the highway, high speed. I drive just normal, like I would normally drive my car to wherever place. So I'm a little bit dynamic, I can say. Yeah, it's doing good also over the bumps. It's really good setup. Man, Renault have all my respect for what they do in the last years. I think if this car was rear-wheel drive, was amazingly also fun to drive as a sporty car. So if they will bring on the market an all-wheel drive or also a rear-wheel drive, man, I think those cars will be so fun to drive. And here I'm also including Renault 5. I wish people can drive these cars and know these cars better. I mean all the people on the street. For example, this person. I wish that they can somehow test drive this car, this woman, and all those women. I'm pretty sure, I'm 100% sure they will love to drive this car. But they never drive it, they never know how it is. Even if they watch the video that I'm doing right now, they don't know exactly how good and how fun it is to drive, you know? Because sometimes this car, it's much more fun to drive than a BMW 6 years old, and it has more technology and it's more fun to drive and more efficient to drive, for example, than this BMW, right? So you pay for this BMW probably 20,000 euro, so you put some extra 10 and you get this one with the latest technology. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Electric cars are so easy and fun to drive and so efficient. Look at it, we have 14.6. How can I say that? How can I explain that? How can I send this to all the people? Because not all the people watch my videos, or not all the people watch usually videos or test drive these cars. So yeah, I think this needs a lot of time. But normally, if we think normally, we should see more cars like that on the streets. Because they really deserve that. I mean, look how efficient. I can't believe how efficient it is. I'm definitely impressed. I didn't expect that. This is one of that car that get a better consumption than VLTP estimation. And not only this one, but I saw also on Dacia, also on other Renault, they're super efficient. I'm talking about electric versions. Now in eco mode, it gives you the power so slow, man. If you switch between eco and sport, it's such a big difference. And in eco mode, it gives you so slow the power, exactly how it's supposed to give you. in order to be as efficient as possible, and I love that. I don't think it's an electric car that gives you the power so slow. So you press the acceleration and it gives you so slow the power. It's impressive. Yeah, of course, when you go over big bumps, you feel a little bit, you hear a little bit, but medium, small is doing fantastic. Easy to go around in the curves, on the roundabouts, so easy to drive, great grip on the steering wheel, perfect size, great visibility through the steering wheel and here on the screen. I have not too many things to complain about this car. I don't know. What can they improve to this car? What they can improve? I have to think about what I want to see on this car. I don't know. Right now I really don't know. Let's park it here. Yeah, I know what I want. I want a park button, because you know, this is the only thing that I find. Look, this is the camera, by the way, the reverse camera, which is great with active lines. You can park easy. It has also those parking sensors on the rear. And this is the drive, and this is the stalk. You know, I wish I have a parking button. Why is that? Because now, for example, I'm parking, but if I wanna stop the car, of course it's auto hold, of course it's one pedal drive, but if it isn't, I go in neutral, right? And now the car should stay. But then you have to be in drive, and then when you're finished in drive or in reverse, you go here, you pull the handbrake, and then everything is good. But you're still in reverse, right? So you have to put it in neutral and then pull the handbrake. Was nicer to have just a park button here, and then that's it, and then auto hold and stuff like that. That's the only thing. Otherwise, I love almost everything about this car. So that's soft material around here and here, it's great. Consumption 14.5, look at this, it's just impressive. We beat the VLTP estimation, 50.1 kilowatt hour. It's impressive, it's really impressive. I love the car. The same as Renault 5, I was sure was a good car because it's built on the same platform as Renault 5, but now it has a bigger wheelbase, so better stability on the highway at high speed. Top job. Renault, great job, you have all my respect. Love the car. What can I say, guys? Anyway, if you have questions, ask me down below. If you want to see the presentation, if you want to see the full review, if you want to see the test drive in the nighttime, the lights, which are great in the nighttime, and the front end look good, definitely check out. I have a separate videos on my channel. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, and of course we see you soon in the next one. Bye, guys.